Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Identins and today we're going to launch the space shuttle into space. I can prove to you that it works because before recording this video, I tested it and it successfully reached low Earth orbit, did a deorbit burn, and landed back on Earth in one piece. But however, one problem is fuel. I had to use so much fuel just to go for the landing of the space shuttle. Like, I was at half fuel in space, and suddenly I have to use so much fuel just to land the space shuttle like a plane. And that includes slowing down the space shuttle a lot using the main engine. The external fuel tank here is white because, well, no expansion pack. If I had the expansion pack, this would be much bigger, and I don't think this would be needed. This is what I call a stabilizer for when it launches, because, well, if there was no stabilizer, the shuttle would just fall down. Like, the whole thing would just fall down. So this is basically a no DLC space shuttle design. If this design is too complicated for you, all you have to do is make a simple space plane, a giant external fuel tank, and something to hold it in place if you launch it and it starts to roll to the left or to the right. Based on where you put the space shuttle, if you put it on the left, I recommend orbiting it to the right. Don't mind the notifications, it's just my phone. I don't like orbiting left, because, well, everyone does that. No one orbits left. So anyway, we're going to launch the space shuttle. We are T-minus 20 seconds from launch. All systems nominal. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engine ignition and liftoff. It's off the launch pad. The space shuttle is off the launch pad and going into space. We are now commencing the orbit program, the roll program, for us to reach orbit. As you Spaceflight simulator players know, if you launch straight up, you can either do a direct ascent to the moon, send a satellite interstellar, and do all of that other direct ascent stuff, but you can't reach orbit unless you made your trajectory and burn it sideways. Then it's gonna be in orbit. Okay, we have a bit of a stabilization issue here. Don't worry, I'll fix it. Okay, now the space shuttle is stabilized again, or should I say the whole part? Yeah, the whole part of the space vehicle is stabilized. The external fuel tank is used up halfway used up. The speed meter says that we have passed the sound barrier. We are past the sound barrier. The altimeter seems to say that we are now at the Earth's upper atmosphere. Oh no, civilization issue number 2. Don't worry, civilization issues just happen sometimes. Anyways, the fuel tank is now 3/4 of the way used up. We are almost reaching a suborbital trajectory that will take us above the atmosphere of Earth. Stop. Turn off. We have separated from the external fuel tank. We are now up in our trajectory to 35 kilometers. As you guys may have seen the space shuttle, there is no such thing as retracting the landing gear because I don't know how to make a working landing gear. Okay, fine, we're just gonna orbit it at 33 kilometers or so. We have escaped Earth's atmosphere. A few minutes later, we will have reached the highest point of our trajectory. We are now doing our orbit burn. Oh, civilization issue. Hold on. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, that's good. It's gonna take a bit of a while to reach the low Earth orbit due to the low amount of power these engines have and the high amount of weight that the space shuttle has. Still, it's gonna be fine. We're going to reach 160 meters per second soon, which is the orbital velocity for Earth. At the average orbital velocity for Earth in low Earth orbit. For the GEO 0 something orbit, where the satellites just match up the rotation of the Earth, it's a bit slower. Okay, we have reached low Earth orbit. Now there can be like some missions. Okay, now we're going to do our deorbit burn. Okay, deorbit burn success. We're just gonna do 3, 4, 5 second deorbit burn for another 5 seconds, just to make sure that we will reach the atmosphere soon enough. We should turn on the RCS to prepare for re-entry. Okay guys, right now the atmosphere above the Earth's surface, very high above the Earth's surface, is pretty thin, so we are slowing down quite slowly due to the low amount of air friction, air drag that we have. If this was the re-entry update, that's Steph, the developer of Spaceflight Simulator. If this was the re-entry update, there would be flames coming out of the bottom of the space shuttle right now. Now in that case, I don't know how to put a heat shield on the space shuttle without ruining the design of literally everything. I hope the large surface area can help to slow the spacecraft down, because if not, we're just gonna fall straight down the Earth. Okay, we are now going to prepare to switch for airplane mode. At 4,500 meters, we will activate airplane mode, and at about 150 meters above the surface, we will activate the engines of airplane mode. So this is basically a space plane that can go in space and also go through the atmosphere of Earth. It's just a real life space plane that lands like a plane. It launches to orbit like a rocket, and it lands back on Earth on a runway like a plane. Because who knows? But if they were going to land it not like a plane, how will they land it then? Like a reusable rocket? That's not gonna do very well, is it? Now, Okay, airplane mode activated. I repeat, airplane mode activated. We are approaching the activation limit for airplane mode. Okay, airplane mode activated. Airplane mode activated.